In mathematics, 57 is the 16th discrete semiprime and the 6th in the family. With 58 it forms the 4th discrete biprime pair. 57 has an aliquot sum of 23 and is the first composite member of the 23 aliquot tree. Although 57 is not prime, it is jokingly known as the Grothendieck prime, after a story in which mathematician Alexander Grothendieck supposedly gave it as an example of a particular prime number. This story is repeated in Part 2 of a biographical article on Grothendieck in Notices of the American Mathematical Society. As a semi-prime, 57 is a Blum integer since its two prime factors are both Gaussian primes. 57 is a 20gonal number. It is a Leyland number since 25 plus 52 equals 57. 57 is a reap digit in base 7. There are 57 vertices and 57 hemidodecahedral facets in the 57 cell, a four-dimensional abstract regular polytope. The Lie algebra E7½ has a 57-dimensional Heisenberg algebra as its nil radical, and the smallest possible homogeneous space for E8 is also 57-dimensional. In science, the atomic number of lanthanum, the first of the lanthanides, astronomy Messier object M57, a magnitude 9.5 planetary nebula in the constellation Lyra, also known as the Ring Nebula. The New General Catalogue object NGC 57, an elliptical galaxy in the constellation Pisces. The Saros cycle number of the solar eclipse series, which began on -1161 June 17 and ended on 137 August. The duration of Saros series 57 was 1298.1 years, and it contained 73 solar eclipses. The Saros cycle number of the lunar eclipse series, which began on -823 April 16 and ended on 475 June. The duration of Saros series 57 was 1298.1 years, and it contained 73 lunar eclipses. In fiction and media. In films, in the first storyboard draft for Pixar's film Cars, the main character, a race car named Lightning McQueen, was going to have number 57 as his racing number, in reference to director John Lasseter's birth date, January 12, 1957. But in the final cut, Lightning's racing number changed to 95. The climax of the movie Eraser occurs on Pier 57. C-57D is the designation of the spaceship featured in the movie Forbidden Planet, and is referenced in the movie Serenity as well. Passenger 57, a film starring Wesley Snipes. In games Beery and Blood Axe, the first Low-King of the Dwarfs, killed 57 trolls in the legendary Battle of Coombe Valley on Discworld. In literature, Summer of 57, 2005 novel by Stephen C. Joseph, M.D., published by independent publisher Sunstone Press. Rudyard Kipling in The Man Who Would Be King short story, has his character Peachy state, "This business is R57, after he and Daniel are discovered to be men, not gods." This alludes to the Indian Rebellion in 1857, or India's first war of independence, against British rule. In radio, the Fabulous 57 were disc jockeys on WMCA 570 Radio, New York during the 1960s. In television, Agent 57 is the name of the master of disguise in the television series Danger Mouse. Exit 57, a sketch comedy show that aired on Comedy Central from 1995-96, featured Stephen Colbert, Paul Dinello, Jody Lennon, Mitch Rouse and Amy Sedaris. The 57th Overlanders is a fictional brigade mentioned in the television series Firefly. West 57 was a weekly news magazine show on CBS, 1985-89, hosted by Meredith Vieira. The Cartoon Network program Metalocalypse has a fictional television station, WHYK 57. The Robot Chicken sketch, Pluto Nash Day, notes that 57 people at 20th Century Fox Studios died amid rioting and suicide. a robot chicken parody of the NBC TV series Heroes, uses the episode title, Chapter 57, Uncle Glenn. Studio 57 was a dramatic anthology series in 1954, starring Brian Keith and Carolyn Jones. In food, Heinz 57, a brand of sauce, and the number of varieties of foods claimed to be produced by the H.J. Heinz Company. Prop 57, one of a number of anti-ketchup packet groups on Facebook designed to bring attention to the shortcomings of takeout condiment packaging. Its name is a reference to Heinz Co., which debuted a new design in test markets in early 2010, a fast food dinner in Pereira, Colombia. In music, 57 Channels, a song by Bruce Springsteen, from his 1992 album Human Touch. 57, the name of a song by Biffy Clyro on their 2002 debut album, Black and Sky. Andy Warstar's record label, Studio 57, Shure SM57, considered the workhorse of recording microphones. Slick 57, alternative country band Slick 57. Studio 57 Productions, record label of Andy Warstar and the Warstars, which produced Alien Pork Chops in Brisbane. In organizations, a Boy Scout troop from the Des Plaines Valley Council. The number of the French department Moselle. In places, Carnegie Hall is on West 57th Street in New York City. Municipal Okrug 57, name of Pravoberezhny Municipal Okrug in Nevsky District of St. Petersburg, Russia, until 2011. In transportation and vessels, the designation of Interstate 57, a freeway that runs from Minot, Missouri to Chicago. The model name of a Maybach car, US Lake Champlain, a Ticonderoga-class cruiser in the United States Navy and the third ship to be named Lake Champlain. In other fields, the code for international direct dial phone calls to Colombia is 57.